Hey guys, recording this video from Japan. I've actually just finished two conferences, one a value investing conference in Pattaya and another business conference in Bangkok. And decided to drop over to Japan just for a quick holiday before, the work starts again. But obviously the market never sleeps and Trump is up to his things, and here we are today. The market has really taken a beating. So, even though I'm on holiday, I'm always monitoring the markets, and I just wanted to put you guys, you know, I never want to shy away from times like these, because this is where actually, as popular investors, we should give more assurance that, we're on top of things, we're looking at things, and this is our strategy going forward. So yeah, wife's asleep, baby's asleep. It is around 2:11 in the morning right now, and I'm just gonna give you guys a quick update. Um, It's not going to be as elegant as my usual because, I'm traveling, I don't have all my equipment, and I tried screen sharing, but it's not really working too well. So I'm just doing the recording and just reading off for you guys. So what's happened, obviously, is Trump has imposed some tariffs on the market. So baseline is 10%, Mexico and Canada getting, they already had some negotiations, so it's a lot less. China's decided to retaliate with their own 34% tariffs, and in addition to that, if there wasn't enough pain, OPEC has also decided to increase production, therefore causing oil prices to drop. And for those of you who know our portfolio and been copying for a while, oil and China are big parts of our portfolio. So it's not been a fun time. Currently, our portfolio is down 3.4% for today, including the losses that we have for this year, which is about 2.3%. Total, we're down around 6% for the year. You can say that isn't so bad because of how the S&P is doing. The S&P is actually down around 12.44%, so more than double of what we're losing right now. But I'm still not too happy about it, obviously. I don't like losing money, and I have a lot of my own capital on eToro. So not just the numbers that you guys see all the time, I have even more on eToro. So it's not a fun time, but having said that, I still think we're in a good position. One of the reasons is, we have actually a lot of cash. We sold out of our China tech investments and our EV investments in China because we thought they were overvalued and, they might come back for a pullback, but and industrials we've just kept. So we did well in that situation. We sold some down, some Alibaba, Xiaomi, and BYD and things like that. We've also closed down our dollar yen position. So total right now we actually have about 23% cash. That's a lot. Like most people are 100% deployed, they would feel a lot of pain going into this kind of market volatility and not able to capitalize on opportunities. A lot of people accuse cash is trash and things like that. But in times of volatility, cash is so important, and I always like to hold large amount of cash. But recently, we've actually increased it because of the risk, and I think that's gonna pay off really well for us, and it explains why we've done so well recently. But yeah, if we just look at some of the positions that we have for stocks, INSW, which is a shipper, Danios, and the other is Starbuck. These three I'm actually very, very bullish on because shipping is just such an industry it's not really looked at. I have a whole thesis on this, but I won't get into it now. One of our largest positions, ESSO, is something we've closed out some of the position because it hit 50% profit and now it's pulled back. Just today is down 13%. It's like ripe for going back in, given the current valuations. Two more I just want to quickly cover is Valaris, which is down over 50% of the portfolio, and the other is a Paramount Group. So these two, we have a view on the assets on their books. So their assets are worth more than if you were to replace them with new builds in the market. So let's say a new company was to come in and try and replicate the exact assets that Valaris and Paramount Group have, it's a lot more than what the shares are trading for right now. So it makes more sense to buy the stock. And also for these assets, they tend to be cash producing. So it's, worth more than what the market's valuing. And even if the market doesn't value it right now, they're still cash producing. So it's not as if we can't hold on and wait for the market to realize that, hey, it's undervalued. So yeah, I really like these two stocks as well. So shipping's doing well. We have these Valaris and Postgres, and we have cash to deploy. That's so important. So I'm quite I would say excited about the potential of what we can do here. Obviously, I do want to wait for the volatility to slow down a bit. Right now, it's very volatile, so there's no point deploying into this kind of crazy markets. So obviously, we'll wait a bit and see what we can do. I'll gradually deploy into the market. But overall, what I think is, we've always tried to avoid like traps in the market and try to be smart about it and reduce our drawdowns in times of volatility like this. So when the market's down 12, we're down 6. I think, and when the market goes up, we match or slightly underperform the market, or sometimes even do way better because we have really good bets. And that's all we want to do, make really good bets and hope that things play out. And most of the time they have. So yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape right now. Just wanted to give you guys an update about what I'm thinking and how I'm seeing the market. Even though I'm holiday, always working, and we'll get through this. We've been through this many times. If those of you who've been with me in 2022 when we had a very large drawdown, that was over 20% drawdown, and you guys just stuck it out with me. Thank you so much for doing that. But we've seen this before. We always come back from it, and yeah, I think we're gonna do well in this run. Okay, that's all my thoughts for now. If any questions, just ask me in the chat, and I'll get to them as soon as I can.